On this segment of In Focus, we are talking with Matthew Harrison, the producer-director of a movie called Spare Me, which, even in his own words, he says is a bowling thriller.
Yeah, Spare Me is my first feature film, and when me and my writer were looking for a theme, we had both grown up bowling, and the way the story came about was we were in a bowling alley once, and a friend of ours went to the line to bowl when this team who was bowling the lane next to us went to the line, and that's something you just don't do in bowling.
You got no right to call yourself a bowler.
I'm more of a bowler than you'll ever be.
1 out of 3 Americans bowl. 71 million Americans bowl. That's a lot of people throwing balls out there. Yeah, we were pleased when we found that. And it was a difficult decision to decide. It was hard to decide whether or not to do it or not, but that's one thing about making movies at this level, very low, films with very small budgets. There's a certain amount of flexibility you have in really being able to push things much further than they might in Hollywood to really go kind of to the outer limits of American culture.
Can you kind of give our viewers a nutshell version of the movie itself?
Sure.
Something to clue them in.
Yeah, the way when people ask me that question, I usually say Spare Me it's a bowling thriller. It's the story of the bad boy of bowling and his search for his long-lost father.
But there's really
That's
more.
The short.
There's more to it than that.
That's the short version. If they want to know more, I say he finds his father. His father's fallen in with a man who runs an illegal bowling operation, and his father refuses to help him, so he goes to his father's partner.
Yeah, but his father's a guy that's been moving around the whole country, marrying women left and right, and leaving wives and babies all over.
Sure. Yeah, and of course he gets involved with the evil partner's pyromaniac daughter, and her brother is broken out of the mental hospital and is overprotective of his sister, to say the least.
Really?
And comes after our hero. And our hero has to deal with the brother in a showdown at the bowling alley.
Nobody touches her except me. I touch her.
Let's talk about the actor who plays the role of Theo,
Lawton
who is Lawton Pasieka.
Yeah.
He is the hero of the movie and really does a great job. What else has he done?
He was in a Slash Gash movie called Sorority House, and he came to us through an ad we placed in a trade magazine.
I'm with you, Sheila. I don't even think about bowling.
And then he came in to read, and he really nailed Theo completely. He really understood that guy.
Mind if I pet him?
No, not at all.
You and your sideburns are the talk of the party, Theo.
Ladies and Akron.
What about the actress that plays opposite him? She plays Sheila.
That's Christy McFadden.
Yeah.
She's I met her. She was the hostess in my local burger joint. That's how I knew her. And then her 8x10 came across my desk, I think through the same ad we placed in the trade. Mm-hmm. And I said, I know this woman. And then we had her come in to read, and she just blew me away. She's extraordinary.
Great. She is. She really is an extraordinary
She's extraordinary.
What do you have?
What's your specialty?
Whips. Orange whips.
A lot of unusual things in your movie, like orange whips. Orange whips were the instrument of destruction.
You got my whip?
Huh?
You drink this drink, and then you're corrupted. So that was really kind of what we did with Orange Whips.
A very funny movie. It has everything in it. It has drama, it has intrigue, it has romance, it has fire. Spare Me is a very complex movie. I watched it several times and got something out of it, something different out of it every time that I watched it.
There's a lot of
And-
layers. You know what those are, actually? That's like the bottom half of a Barbie doll, naked. And she like breaks the legs apart.
Oh, is that what it is?
You know, that's like Sheila as a little girl when she says,
I'm so
you know,
sorry. You must think
he came
I'm just
in
about
and
as dumb as dirt.
no, nobody gets that. That's like a little detail. But yeah, she tells the story of how her father found her making her dolls do it,
Right,
and then like
and
cut
he
them
cut
all
them
in
in half
half
and he
and
burned
burn
the
the
bottom
bottom
half.
half. So the little girl is there with the bottom half. She kind of goes, breaks the legs apart and holds them up. Nobody else got it, but
Oh,
I
I feel
liked it. I said,
terrible.
yeah, she's got to have the dolls in her hand. She's got to have the legs in her hand.
Actually, you know, there's also another dark element to your movie. But I think that we should not give it away.
Yeah, the other, it's a surprise.
It
It's
is
a
a
surprise
surprise.
twist. This is the, don't tell your friends.
Just like in the Crying Game, go see the
They
movie.
say, go see the movie, but don't
but
give away the
don't
secret.
Tell your friends.
That's very important.
Don't give away the secret.
So don't blow it.
But where did you come up with that particular that particular source of darkness? What made you think to do that?
We were looking for, our idea was, what is the worst thing that somebody in bowling can do? And at first it was all to do with gambling.
You guys got something going on downstairs?
Oh, we provide some extracurricular activities for the senior citizens in our community.
Basement bingo?
Yeah, basement bingo.
But that just wasn't enough. And then what we found, which was much more compelling, is something that had recently been made illegal in New York State. A bowling
It really goes on.
enterprise. It really goes on. It's real. I mean, this is really like the real dark side of bowling that really does happen.
What do you have here? Something
Okay,
for...
this is. I'll show you a little bit about my
it's like
film
show and
history.
tell.
Yeah, this is show and tell. These are a couple of tapes of my short films. Like each one of them has 3 short films on it. This was a half-hour film I made in 1987 called "Waking Up Crazy" about a yuppie who ends up on the street. And this is one of my downwardly mobile white guy movies. This is called Apartment 8. This is a 34-minute film I made in '87. And this is the video cover for Spare Me. This is how Spare Me looks. And we won the Tournage Award at the Avignon Film Festival this year. So Spare Me's done very well on the International Film Festival circuit, which helps a lot to gain exposure for the film and get it seen by more people and more distributors see it.
So now you were talking about your new movie, which
yeah.
is called Rhythm
The Rhythm
Thief.
Thief.
The Rhythm Thief.
I just want to help you.
I don't need your help.
Come on, I'm
You're
gonna
a clown,
get hurt.
I know that, a clown.
I know, but you like me, right? Come on, you just gotta show me how to tape a show.
No, I don't gotta show nothing.
You gotta take me.
No way.
I'm your prototype. I gotta learn from you, man.
Fuller, I don't know what it is, whether it's a hemorrhoid or a boil, but you're it. All right, now put one foot in front of the other and step away from me.
All right. I got a few things I gotta do over here anyway, so I'll see you later, Simon, all right?
Oh, it's a nightmare?
Rhythm Thief is another one of my downwardly mobile white guy movies. I've made like a cycle of them. And Rhythm Thief is about this guy who sells bootleg music on the streets of New York, and he rips off this all-girl punk band, and they come after him, and they kick his ass, basically.
Oh, so there'll be some good fight scenes in this
Yeah,
one,
there's
too.
some good fight scenes.
A
We had-
rock'em sock'em action.
Yeah, it's got a lot of
Really?
action. We shot this one in 11 days, even less time than Spare Me.
What drives
You know what?
you? In
People
your
often ask me-
creativity?
Yeah.
Or...
When people ask me that, you know what I like best about making movies? I really like the way I can make a film, and then it's this moment that's then frozen, and then it just starts to grow from that point. It's a finished product. It's finished. It's a finished film, but then it takes on a whole life of its own. You know, I make Spare Me now, and a year later, it's a different film now. It's changed, it's grown, it's a lot more people know about it. It just keeps moving outwards, and I love that feeling.
Do you feel like you are controlling your audience when you have them, when they're there to see your movie and you have them in your grasp?
No, I found that when I'm really very honest about how I feel about things and get that into my movies, that's when people really respond. So it's like the more open I can be, the more people really are right there with me, really sympathizing, and they're right there.